it quite clear to all of us that Gabriel is good to go, and it looked like from the line rushes that you're going to have him back with Kyle and Mark. Coming off of 5 weeks, how closely do you have to monitor?
Zip.
Yeah.
Zip. That's all part of that yellow jersey. We got to practice in St. Louis the other day. Got the morning skate prior to our game time skate. Now it's green light now, so there's no holding back. This is playoff hockey. There's no weeding his way in. This is we got to go.
So from that perspective, sometimes timing and endurance factor into it, but with his hands, it looks like there is no rust on those paws at all.
Yeah, I mean that's obviously that's one of his strengths, his ability to make plays, do things in close around the net or in the corners. Shielding pucks, that's an area for him that's real strong. But it'll first couple of shifts he's going to have to get up to speed. It's going to be a heck of a lot faster now than it was when he left us. But I get all the confidence as I watch him the last few days in practice that he'll be all right.
How does he change this team when you put him in the lineup?
Well, it pushes people back down to where they normally usually play, and it just helps us balance out some of our lines. It makes the Lowry line, who have been so good for us for the last few years, gets them back together. It really changes things for us in the sense of the offense that we can produce from not just from our top guys, but spreading it back out through our lineup.
I was going to ask specifically on that Lowry line to get Niederreiter back. Obviously, you had him elevated, but do you feel like that can bring out the best of that trio?
I'm hoping so. I mean, every time we've, obviously last couple of years they've been together. They're his own offense, his own time, because they do so well defensively. They don't spend a lot of time in our end of the rink. They've played together. The chemistry's there. They kind of read off each other and do the things together. So, I need those guys up and doing what they do best, and that's really forcing top lines to play in their end of the rink.
Was there a noticeable change in the mood of the players today, knowing that Gabe would be playing tomorrow?
I don't know. I wasn't really in the room. I mean, we're all excited for it. Obviously, on the ice there, it just helps balance us back out a bit here, and that's what's important. I mean, anytime you get a top six forward back in your lineup, it's a big boost. And so, we need him to do what he does best, and he has something he has to bring to the table. But at the same time, we still have a lot of guys that we all have to elevate our game. There's a level that we have to get back up to again and make sure that we stay at it.
What Gabriel does from the low position on the power play, how impactful do you expect him or anticipate him to be coming into?
It just becomes another threat, right? So, Casey's shot's a threat. J-Mo's shot is a threat. Scheifele's playmaking ability, Fett's in the pop is a threat. Now there's a fifth one there, and he if you leave him alone, he can do things down there, and whether that's take the puck to net himself or if that's to him to make. He's a really good passer just as well, and so he becomes again. Now you get your five threats that make it a little bit more difficult for the penalty killers to try to shut everybody off.
Was today the first day for Nikolaj on the ice?
Nope.
How often has he been skating then?
We were away, so he's been on the ice. We were away, so he's been on the ice. So.
Those were pretty hard on Scheifele, I thought, last game. Do you guys have to respond to that, or is it just hope the refs take care of it?
That's to me. That's all of our top players. That's all of our guys, and not just our top players. They're playing a physical brand of hockey, and we know that if you're going in the corners, you're going to touch a puck, they're going to try to go through you. And at the end of the day, we'd like to do a little bit more of it the other way, but. At the same time, that's one thing about Scheifele. It just kind of rolls off him. He's not somebody that gets frustrated by it. I think if you look at elite players in this league, they get an awful lot of that over the course of 82 games, and they know how to handle it. And I thought he's been obviously been one of our best forwards, and he has to continue to be that.
Perfetti's seems like he's been around quite a bit, and just how would you gauge?
Sorry, he's been what?
Perfetti.
Yeah.
It seems like he's had some very good scoring opportunities and everything. Just his first 4 games, and is he frustrated, or do you have?
No, he's not. And the thing for, like, if you're talking about Cole, if we're talking about him this whole season, like his first 2 pro years, he never got to play in the second half of the year, and in the heavy hockey, kind of the playoff type of stuff. Last year, he didn't get much experience at it. He's kind of living it now. So, and he's done a fantastic job throughout the 82 games of getting better and better and playing in the heavy games, playing in the fast games, and the big thing about him is that he's really doesn't get down on himself. If he knows he's getting chances, he knows he's in doing the right things, and hopefully that maybe that happens tomorrow. He gets that first one and off and running. But I like a lot of what he's doing. He's not a big body guy, but man, he's playing on the inside. He's going to the net. He's creating his own opportunities.
Scott, just to follow up on Nick, I don't know how many skates that's been then, but what's the progression?
a yellow jersey tomorrow, and you cannot ask me.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, somehow he snuck out in a white one today. I think that was a.
Being in the yellow and maybe joining the
He'll
group.
be on the ice tomorrow with us tomorrow. In the yellow.
So does that make him day to day now instead of week to week?
Oh, he's in the yellow. I can't go down. If he's in, he just threw me off with the white today. That's all. So.